So I think that's a generational thing. You know, like we get into a place and you see it with like Gen Zers. Like, girl, they don't give a F about nothing. Like these folks will quit a job, they'll move, they'll do whatever. These kids are fearless. And I think there's a lot to be said for the fire and the tenacity that they have. But y'all bosses are getting them up out of here after a couple of months of working with them. They said that they don't like Gen Z. They need them to get up out their workplace because they can't seem to keep the jobs anyway. So this is a study. This is funny to me because as a millennial, honey, I done quit some jobs. I remember one year I had about 6 W-2s. And I wasn't even shamed.
You got 6 W-2s.
I wasn't even shamed. Give me my $30 from here and my $800 from there. I didn't care. So Intelligent.com did a survey on 1,000 leaders in today's crop of fresh graduates. And they were saying that they basically lack initiative and motivation. They also saying that they are wildly unprofessional, unorganized, and they lack communication skills. When asked if they would hire new graduates moving forward, most of them said they would not be moving forward. In fact, most of them are firing the ones that they have now. So,
wow.
What do you think the disconnect is coming from, friend?
Girl, we was the last of that working class generation. It stopped with us. And we are girl, it stopped with us and we are literally on the same side as them. Girl, I can't work for nobody now. It's social media and entrepreneurship has just opened up a whole new lane that didn't exist prior to. We were taught as millennials that you could work a 9 to 5, which is why you had 6 W-2s. You were like, I gotta work. This is what I gotta work. This is what I'm supposed to do. But then, like, as time went on, you just adjusted to the way of the world and realized I could be a content creator and make more money. I could be an entrepreneur and make more money. And I think that's exactly where we are right now, is that entrepreneurship, social media, making money online, speaking vocally, because I know they don't care, because I hear them online.
Right.
Speaking vocally about your opinion and how you feel. They wasn't taught to, like, sugarcoat it or dumb it down or anything like that, to just play your part, do your work, be quiet. They're very, very, very vocal about how they feel, and they don't care who it is. They don't really respect authority. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I think that we're taught to respect authority. We just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a thing that we were taught. So I think that the working class died with millennials. Like, that's over.
I can see it, especially the lack of respect for older people. And I think too, it's just there's a fine line for me, because I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me because of your age and then bite my tongue because you're older. And I think that in a lot of these corporate spaces, like, you got to think some of these people are working for folks in their 70s who've been at this company for 30 years. They still call us colored, honey. So I understand. I could see a Gen Zer going to work and Martha from HR just say the wrong thing. And honey, let me tell you something. Look, my man got 2 jobs. I don't need this.
I don't gotta do this. I can start making content about this job and make bread if I wanted to. I can expose y'all right now and blow up. Like, it's true though. Like, just expose the whole company. Now everybody know you a social media like influencer. Everybody's looking at you about jobs and things like that. You know, so like, it's too easy to make money. They don't gotta do all the stuff that we had to do to make ends meet no more. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist.
And I think the accessibility of information is the driving force. Like, people like to learn. People like to be entertained. They like to be educated. So I think as long as we have something that connects us across the waters, I think there will always be a space for content creation, because what do you think marketing and advertising execs have been doing for the last 100 years? Somebody got to tell somebody about the product. And so whether the product is a person or a thing or a service or whatever the case may be, I think just having access to the internet blew a lot of things wide open for us specifically. You got to think, we was also playing outside till the street lights come on, and also not picking up the phone because it would kick us off the internet. So we had a healthy balance of latchkey kid and also iPad kid, so we understand both sides of it. And I think I love where I grew up and how I came up, because I think we have a healthy balance of, hustle and work hard, stick to itiveness, but also, no, I'm not doing this, so stop playing with me. And so I think, I think like we hit the little sweet spot, I think.
Yeah, we did. We hit the perfect sweet spot because we have a balance between the two. And like I said, it died. I just watch how Gen Z moves. You know what I mean? They're very passionate. You know,
yes,
I'll say
that's the word.
They're very passionate about everything. You know, there's not anything that they're not super passionate about. And what I mean by passion is they are willing to go toe to toe about whatever they believe in. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter whether they researched it, whether it's facts or not, whether they got all their facts from social media. If they feel passionate about it, you better believe you're going to hear about it. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel. And I'm not saying that they're not educated, because they are educated. And that's why a lot of them are millionaires. You know what I mean? A lot of them have taken social media by storm and created business, really engulfed themselves in propelling to the next level. And I'm super proud of them. But there is no balance. That's the issue, is that the balance is missing. Because then you have people running businesses who don't know how to talk to customers, who don't know the first thing about, you know what I mean? Like, you've read about how to run a business, but you lack customer service. The customer is always wrong in your opinion. And if they don't like it, they could just not buy your product because somebody buy your business. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your business. And it's like, oh, the balance. We need the balance. So,
and they'll get right on TikTok and be like, because the way she was talking, it was, it never gave play. Like, because my check though, I mean, it's, and so I'm like, y'all got all this personality and none of the human interaction piece. Like, learn how to have a conversation. And this is not me, just being shady to them, because I'm sure our parents felt the same way about us.
Absolutely.
And the thing, like our clothes, our music, our books, everything. I'm sure they felt the same way. But I mean, there's a lesson in being humble, not necessarily thinking lower of yourself, but just possessing enough humility to be taught. Like, if you can no longer be taught, then you're useless. Nobody want to work with somebody that can't teach nothing. You mean you ain't never wrong and you know everything?
Exactly. Like, oh, you know everything. Everything. And then you meet people who, when you come off with that, you guys, you're going to get into rooms. You're going to be around people. If you think you know everything, then you'll miss out on so many opportunities because you don't know who's watching you. And word of mouth is a real thing. You don't want people to get wind of you or feel like you don't care or you got this nonchalant attitude. And then they tell somebody else who was looking for somebody who got the qualities that you got. But I'm going to tell you now, somebody would rather hire somebody who was unqualified and able to learn and easy to teach than somebody with a nasty attitude who can't listen to nothing but got all the qualifications. I promise you. I promise you.
Yep. Every time.
I promise you.
Because being easy to work with is the thing. Not easy to manipulate or run over, but just the fact that, like when I'm trying to work with you to teach you something, it's a reason why you over here trying to learn it in the first place. Obviously you don't know. So just shut up and listen, just shut up and listen. And you have to do that as an adult. Like, you constantly have to do that and reinvent yourself, because the only thing that's constant in life is change. We've heard this before. This ain't the aunties being shady. This is just us saying, we know that y'all will quit a job in a minute, but hey, how about let's hang on to the job for the health insurance.
Hello.
While we stack our money, create a hustle on the side. And then leave that company once our money rivals that of our current salary.
That's all we saying. That's all we saying, man.
We just trying to help you get to it faster. Like, I understand. We just trying to help. As a millennial, honey, I done quit some jobs. I remember one year I had about 6 W-2s. And I wasn't even ashamed.
You got 6 W-2s.
I wasn't even ashamed. Give me my $30 from here and my $800 from there. I didn't care.
Girl, we was the last of that working class generation. It stopped with us. And we are it stopped with us, and we are literally on the same side as them. It's social media and entrepreneurship has just opened up a whole new lane that didn't exist prior to. We were taught. So I think that the working class died with millennials.
I understand. I could see a Gen Zer going to work and Martha from HR just say the wrong thing. And honey, let me tell you something. Look, my man got 2 jobs. I don't need this. We was also playing outside till the street lights come on, and also not picking up the phone because it would kick us off the internet. So we had a healthy balance of latchkey kid and also iPad kid. You know, so
I just watch how Gen Z moves. You know what I mean? They're very passionate. They are willing to go toe to toe about whatever they believe in. It doesn't matter what it is. Girl, we was the last of that working class generation. It stopped with us.
As a millennial, honey, I done quit some jobs. So I remember one year I had about 6 W-2s. And I wasn't even ashamed.
You got 6 W-2s. And we are girl, it stopped with us, and we are literally on the same side as them.
I wasn't even ashamed. Give me my $30 from here and my $800 from there. I didn't care.
I think that the working class died with millennials. I just watch how Gen Z moves. They're very passionate. They are willing to go toe to toe about whatever they believe in. It doesn't matter whether they researched it, whether it's facts or not, whether they got all their facts from social media.
I understand. I could see a Gen Zer going to work and Martha from HR just say the wrong thing. And honey, let me tell you something. My man got 2 jobs. I don't need this.